Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. I hope everyone is having a wonderful Wednesday. It is hump day. It is the middle of the week. Okay. We are almost getting over that hump. I am on my way to pick up my kiddos and just wanted to stop and do a different type of live. We break down different cases and things of that sort. But you just never know. I feel led to just hop on and just have an informal conversation and be an encouragement to someone. You just never know. Because sometimes when I talk to y'all, I encourage my own self too. Okay. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come on in. Let everyone know that we are live. Okay. Um, I was thinking about a topic, y'all, that came to mind about not yet, okay? Because sometimes, even as adults, well, I'll say this: kids definitely don't like when you say not yet, okay? I know my son, y'all, his birthday is in September. And actually his birthday is about what, it's a week or so before my mom's birthday, and I shared with y'all that my mom had passed away. And this year, what we're gonna do is have his birthday party on her birthday. Just to do something different in honor of her birthday. He wants to have his birthday party on her birthday. She actually passed away 4 days after my son was born. And so we had sent pictures to her because she was in the hospital. Same time I was in the hospital, just a different city and everything. And so it's a bittersweet moment around September during that time. But I told him, like, every time is one of our birthdays, like throughout the year, he wants to talk about his. Okay. Like, we can't have our moment because you up here talking about your birthday, which is way in September. And so he'll ask questions. Like, my son is about to be 9. And so he'll ask questions about, can we do this or can we do that? So I'm like, not yet. Your birthday is not until next month. You gotta wait. And so during that time, sometimes he gets frustrated, okay, and wants to, throw his little fit. And I'm like, no, or you won't get it out. Y'all know how parents do, right? Well, sometimes if we think about it, there are times that we ask for things in life. And this is just a moment of encouragement, different type of live. Those of y'all coming in, like, what's the topic? Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, my phone was ringing. I say, you know what? Let me go on, because you never know who just needs to hear a word. And so I was thinking about sometimes we too, as adults, we ask for things. We have dreams, we have aspirations. We may even just have some wants, okay, just trying to make it through from day to day or week to week. And so we ask God for certain things, and we're expecting sometimes that it's just going to happen immediately, but not necessarily so. Okay. Sometimes God doesn't say no, He just says not yet. Okay. And during that time, what it does is it increases our patience. Okay. It increases our faith, our patience, and our willingness to trust God. Even in my real life, there was a situation this week where I had my heart set on something happening within the next couple of months. And so, person I have been waiting to hear from, I was texting, and I don't like to keep asking, but I was like, trying to space out my text messages, asking about this opportunity. And I'm like, I don't want it to be a burden where I'm just continuing to blow your phone up, nothing like that. So I was patient. After a while, I said, I'm not texting no more. Okay. I am not texting this person no more. Well, once I said that, y'all, I got a text eventually from her. And she said, oh my gosh, please forgive me. And I was like, it's no problem. She was like, she had been so busy. And every time she thought to text me back, she had forgotten about it. And so she said that, at the time, because it was pertaining to my business and, contract possibility, she said at the time, it's pretty much, we don't know yet because the district is trying to restructure and they were in like a deficit and all of that. But she said, once the dust settles, I'll let you know. So I was like, oh my gosh, hearing that, I was a bit disappointed, like, oh my God, I waited all this time. I'm texting, trying to see what was what, only to hear that information. So I was trying not to get down about it, just, continue to just believe. And I said, well, it's other places I was reaching out to anyways, and God will open the door that he wants to open. We can't rush God. We can't push a door open, but we have to allow him to open the doors. Okay. Because sometimes you just never know different reasons for why certain doors may or may not open. And so it wasn't anything like she was saying no. She really did not say no. She said not yet. But see, sometimes the devil can get into our minds and we start hearing no. Okay. Then we want to get disappointed. We want to get frustrated. We want to throw in the towel, and don't allow that to happen. It's just a not yet. So that was probably about 3 days ago. Y'all, fast forward to this morning, okay? Received a text out of the blue. Now, I moved on. I'm like, look, we got to continue to push forward, do what I need to do, child. And she asked me, okay, if we bring you on, what are your hours? She said, we bring you on, hopefully we can. What will be your hours? I said, no, wait a second. Okay. I said, God, you done throw a little wrench in here. Okay. I see you moving. Because sometimes God will test us to see what are we going to do with the not yet. Okay. Not that he ever says no. Now he will say no to some stuff, but in this particular case, he said not yet. Are you going to get disappointed, frustrated, go to get mad and give up? Okay. The enemy will try to get us to give up, but God will use those opportunities to basically test our hearts, to test our character, to see where our faith level is. And so in that, her giving me that one message, I didn't give up. I said, I wasn't getting depressed. Baby, how can I press harder? I'm about to go in here and do me a commercial. I started posting even more so on other sites and everything. And then out of the blue this morning, I get a message. I say, God, he speaks to me in different ways. Opportunities come and opportunities go. And sometimes God will, hey, Nurse M, welcome. Sometimes God will put these things in front of us and he speaks to us in experiences. He speaks to, especially me, now I know everyone, they can hear his voice differently. So I can speak for myself. So if experiences like this happen, I ask God, like, what am I supposed to learn from this, And so God was like, just a not yet. Don't allow a not yet to throw you off of your balance. Don't allow it to allow you to get frustrated and give up and say, I'm done with this. Now, you work too hard. Come on now. Okay, if I opened the door before, trust me to open the door again. Okay. And so y'all, just hearing that God is at least, come on now, put me on the heart of someone, and obviously probably in these meetings, some things were brought up, which put me on the mind of someone. And that's what he could do for you. He moves in different ways. You will be surprised at who's talking about you, not in a bad way, but who wants to be a blessing to you, who has an opportunity for you that you don't even know about, You don't know who's in rooms bringing up your application, who's in rooms bringing up your name. God will grant you favor for anything that you have your heart desire for. I am a living witness. I've seen him do it even a year ago. Okay. Hey, Cakes Bless, welcome. Thank you for tapping in. A year ago, just for those of you who didn't hear of the first part of this, okay? So a year, now I have been working on my business, educational consulting for years, y'all. Just years, just preparing, just trying to get everything together. And it was more so of not that I didn't have the experience or know what to, do. One of my degrees is in business management, one is in education, and all of that. But sometimes fear, that's another thing that will stop us from fully walking out into the things of God, right? So years had gone by, and I say, for some reason, I had a feeling that last school year was going to be the year. Okay, that some door was going to open for my business. And I had reached out at the beginning of the last school year. One principal, he reached back to me because, I hadn't had experience in that part. I have plenty of experience. This is my 18th year in education. So I have plenty of experience as an educator in that field, right? However, me as my own business owner, okay, entrepreneur, I was like, look, child, now this is you're gonna be probably the first, but I didn't put it like that, but I was like, I can give you some references for others that I've, served in this capacity. So he never reached back out after that. So I was like, okay. Fast forward a couple of months after that, y'all, I'm driving with my family and I get a text message. Now, this was from a former principal of mine when I first started teaching 18 years ago. She started off as my assistant principal. Then she became my principal after the first 2 years. So throughout the years, y'all, check this out. Throughout the years, y'all, we never lost each other's numbers. We have always kept each other's numbers in our phones. Okay. Shout out to Nurse M. Thank you so much. She said, now I'm in tears. Thank you, Jesus. And thank you, OB, for allowing God to work for you. Praise the Lord. Look, if I'm just on here for you, Nurse M, come on now. Hey, he sent me for somebody. Okay. So fast forward, since I had sent that email to that one principal and, he just wanted more references. I get it, because you about to spend money, child. Okay. So you want to make sure who you're bringing in there is reputable and so forth, right? Okay. So me and my former principal, we have both been through losing our moms. It was one year she had lost her mom way before I had lost mine. I had gone to the funeral and she was so just excited to see me and surprised at the same time. But me and her, we keep in touch, and with another teacher, me and all of us, kind of keep in touch from time to time. So then when my mom passed away, she reached out to me. Okay, I just was like amazed. Like, I guess our other friend must have contacted her and told her about my mom. She has even sent me random messages for Christmas and birthdays. So throughout the years, we just kept in touch. So then, hey, Cakes Bless, she said, facts, I got so disappointed yesterday at something. I was about to cry, but I didn't get up. Then that phone call gave me hope. Come on now. Don't give up, Cakes Bless. Okay, God is moving. Don't get frustrated by a not yet. So we've kept in touch. So out of the blue, and this is so funny and ironic that it had been years, and she had even known about my process of getting my business, right? And the things that I was trying to do, I would share when I became approved vendor, an approved vendor for various districts. I would share that with her. I would get her input sometimes from here and there and so forth. So she knew what it is I was doing. So one day I was driving with my family and I got a text from her out of the blue, and she said, hey, are you still doing your business? I said, yeah. She said, okay, I'm going to need you probably for something. I'm going to get with you. I'm going to give you a call. I said, okay. I was telling my husband, I said, oh, Lord, like, what is this about? So weeks went by. I said, oh, Lord. She done text me, child, and didn't even text me back after that. It had been weeks. Y'all, she had called me once again. It seemed like every time she called, I was in the car. So the first time with the text, she said she's going to get with me. And then it started, time has started going by. So then in November, because, schools are out for Thanksgiving in November, finally get her phone call. And I'm in the car with my family. So she explained to me what she needed. She's over campuses, okay? So she's over the principals and all of that. And so she even asked me, she said, okay, for your business to do this, what is your price? Now, when you are in your own business, and if you're doing like consulting, something like that, like you don't think of it as hourly. Okay. You have to have like, what is your contract price? So imagine I'm driving. Now, this is the first big contract that I was about to go into. And I was like, oh Lord, she asking me. Okay, they didn't come to me with a price, but she was asking me what is my contract price. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to think it through. I'm going to get back with you. So, because she wanted to present it to her boss. Okay, come on now. She wanted to present it to her boss because she didn't really know how much the budget was for that year. So she was like, you give me your rate, and then I'm going to go and talk to her, about how much you charge us to do X, Y, and Z. So I said, okay, right, Delta Roosh. You don't want to go too high or too low. And then I started thinking, thank you for tapping in. I started thinking to myself, I said, well, look, if I go midway, okay, this will be a step into a door for the experience I need. So if I didn't go too high and I shortchanged myself, it's okay. Because guess what? It'll be more opportunity. They get a little discount for being the first. So, y'all, when I told her how much the entire contract would be, she didn't say, girl, you crazy. She didn't say, girl, you crazy. She went back. I guess she spoke with her boss, and it was a matter of days, y'all. I was getting the PO, which is the purchase order from the district. See, that's when you know it's real. When you start getting all of that directly from the district as to this is the amount we agree upon that we will pay you, that was my first one. I was like, oh my God, like this thing is real. Then I started getting nervous. I was getting nervous after that. So y'all, that was, when I tell you, one of the best years, one of the best contracts in years. The principals of those campuses were wonderful. My former principal. So at the end of the year, she said that we would love to have you back on even better terms and to start sooner, because it was close to Thanksgiving. You have the holidays all up in there. We didn't have as much time as I would have preferred. But the time that I did have, God allowed it to be a great time. And the kids really, really showed some growth and improvement. And so over the summer, I'm like thinking about what she said. Then fast forward to now, it's like, well, we got a deficit right now. So we don't know if we're going to be able to pull you back in. But hey, I'm going to let you know. So I get that news. Then, bam. Well, look, there's some opportunity. Possibly, what hours are you available in case, hopefully, that's when God's trying to give you some hope. Okay. That's when God's trying to give you some hope, child. So I was like, look, okay, first come, first serve. Now, because look, I've been reaching out to other districts and things like that. And so that just encouraged me, and I just wanted to share that with whoever. Don't be discouraged with a not yet. Okay, because sometimes that is a little wiggle room right there for the devil to be in the playground, but also for God to work. Okay, so it depends on which perspective and who you gonna listen to when you in that season or that phase of your season. A not yet could mean it could happen today. A not yet could mean it could happen tomorrow. It could happen next week or this year. So don't feel like, oh, it's over. Okay, it's not over until God says that it is over. So don't allow the enemy to play a trick with your mind and tell you you're not going to have it, you're not going to do it, or you're not going to be it. He is a liar. And I've seen it happen so many times where it looks like something is not going to happen and it happens. See, what we forget is that God does not always move in our timing, that we don't always see. So we have to walk by faith and not by sight. We don't always see the movement. Just like when you're on an airplane and you look out the window, guess what? It looks like we're standing still. Okay, you just riding and you sitting still up in the clouds. Okay, because I know the times I look out there, I'm like, Baby, we don't look like we're going nowhere. But do you know how fast that plane is going? Okay, you can get from Houston to Dallas in 45 minutes, whereas if you drive it, it may take you 3 hours to 4 hours, 3 hours and 30 minutes to 4 hours. Okay, so imagine the speed that an airplane is actually going. But if you're sitting looking out the window, it really doesn't feel like or look like you're really going anywhere too quickly, but you are. Okay, God can propel you into your next season in the blinking of an eye. With one phone call, with one email, your whole life can change. Your whole situation can change. Your financial situation, your marital situation. Do you know you can walk into the store and meet your spouse? You've been waiting 10 years to get married in one moment. Okay, now that's why you can't go looking a hot mess. Okay. Don't go into these stores in slippers and bonnets all the times, ladies, fellas. Okay, make sure you not going looking like a bum walking in the store. You don't know who you gonna meet. Okay, it doesn't matter your age. You're never too old to obtain it. You want to go to school? Go to school. Finish. There are people 60s still getting degrees. 70. Come on now. It's never too late. Don't get caught up in a not yet. Is not a no. Okay, it's just a not yet. Allow patience to have her perfect work. Okay, because I'm telling you, during those times, prepare though. Okay, that's the thing. Because look, sometimes God giving us a not yet, because baby, are you ready? Child, I've been telling you to do X, Y, Z, and you ain't done it. Now I'm gonna give you some grace and not say no, but look, prepare. What is it that you are asking God for? What is it that you are expecting from God? Are you ready? Is the question. Have you prepared yourself for that blessing, that phone call, whatever it is that you are desiring? Have you prepared yourself? Are you ready for the mansion? Are you ready for the wealth? Are you ready for the car? Are you ready? That's the question. And so that makes me pause and think about some things. Okay, like, girl, what else do I need to get ready? Do I need some more brochures? Do I need to get supplies? What is it do I need to have? So when the call does come, we're not wasting time getting ready. We have to be ready. Okay, come on now. Let's see here what y'all saying. Nurse M said delayed but not denied. Okay. Let's see here. Never wear PJs, bonnets, or slippers outside. Some people will. Okay. Some people will. Hey, inspiration, welcome. Yes, y'all. I'm just on here with an encouraging word. You just never know who needs to hear what. Y'all, I just speak from my own experience with God. You know what I'm saying? Like, God speaks to me through the experiences that I have. I have a relationship with him, and he has proven himself to be mighty and powerful in my life in many areas. Like, nothing surprises me. I have taken God out of the box like years and years ago. Okay, that's why I'm a true believer in anything can happen. Okay, anything, God, all things are possible. I am a living witness to that. Take God out of your little box. Okay, he does not want to hey bro Jay, welcome. He does not want to be confined, because let me tell you this, if you put him in your little box, guess what? You are going to be limited to your own little experiences, your own little world. You would never get to see the full, like, y'all, the full depth, okay, and the heights of what God can do when you take the limits off of him. The things that people say have never been done, what if he uses you to do it? What if he uses you to get that? And people are like, wait a minute. Okay, think about Noah. He out there building a whole ark. Child, them folks looking at him like he was crazy. What you doing? Child, we ain't had no rain. What is you out here doing? People will look at you crazy when you have crazy faith. Okay, when you believe God for anything, sometimes God will have you out here looking crazy. But best believe he gonna back up his word. If he told you to do it, if he told you you're gonna have it, if he told you you're going to be it, he gonna fulfill his promises. Okay, come on now. And best believe when that rain started, baby, when that rain started coming, I bet you all of them thought back to Noah. God dog it, I done cussed this man out. I done talked about him. I should have went over. It was too late. He had already closed the door. Okay, so don't continue to work on whatever it is your plan is, whatever it is God has told you to do. Doesn't matter what the naysayers say, the haters say. Child, just be you. Stay focused on your assignment and whatever the plan of God is for your life. Okay, don't focus on what others are doing. I've had to check my own self. When you start looking at what others are doing and what's going on, I've had to check myself. Girl, stay focused over here. See, that's when you start falling into that the jealousy realm, or you start questioning your own self. Like, those things can start to happen. But when you stay focused on you and whatever your desire is, whatever it is for you to do, then guess what? You're going to continue to make strides, continue to grow. Okay, continue to be the highest level what God wants you to be. Don't get prideful when it happens. Okay, stay humble. As high as God takes us, we have to continue to humble ourselves, because the enemy will come try to put pride within you, making you think you did it. You ain't did nothing. It's only by the grace and the power of God are we able to accomplish and have anything. That's why I'm careful to give him the glory. I tell people it's not because I deserve anything, not because of who I am, okay? It's only because of God that I have what I have, the favor that I have, the testimonies that I have. It's only because of him that was there for me through the good, the bad, and the ugly. He has seen me at my lowest. He has brought me out, y'all, of so many different situations. I don't have time to tell it all. Okay, come on now. I know we have a lot of people in here, a lot of different stories. And we thank God for his grace and his mercy every day. Let's see what y'all saying. Let's see here. I'm missing some of y'all comments, Lord. Okay, hey, Phenomenal Scorpio. Hey, Karen, she said, I'm wearing my bonnet to the store. Karen, look, you already married. Because you know the already married ladies don't care. Okay, she said, I'm going to the store in a few. It's a weather alert day in Florida, and I'm not getting my hair wet. Now, you know what? It takes Monique to get y'all straight on them bonnets, because, baby, when Monique come out saying, now, hey, beloved, you know she about to be messy, okay? So, baby, Monique gonna get y'all together with them bonnets. God is phenomenal. He has truly been amazing in my life. Yes, okay. Let's see here. Hey, Latte. She said, I get it, Karen. Can't be getting the hair wet. Right. Yeah, he's a man that cannot lie. You better say it. Okay. Praise the Lord, Latte. Nurse M say it. Evangelist OB. Let's see. Roger said, I get in the left-handed lane and put my foot on the pedal and have not looked since I left college. Okay. That's right. All praises to the Most High God. Hallelujah. Yes. Karen said, ooh, child, you're going to have me hollering. Yes, open book. Okay, you are married. That's what I thought, child, because you know the married women, child, we don't be caring. We ain't trying to impress nobody but our man, and they probably at home with a doggone tank T-shirt on and some boxes looking at hot. Okay, baby. But I'm telling y'all, look, if I have any singles on here, child, look, I know what y'all going through, okay? I've always stated, look, Lord, I don't want to be one of those married women that forget. You know how sometimes you can get some married women and they act like they ain't never been single a day in their lives. I don't want to be like that. Okay. I want to be, because I used to be over the singles ministry at my church for years. I wanted to be able to minister to singles and be relatable, to be able to remember that experience and not get so hot-siddy because you married. Because marriage don't make you better than nobody. Okay, it really doesn't. And so God has kept me where I I know. Okay, I understand. I didn't get married until I was 35. I was 35. So it was a while, okay? And you know, after you get married, you become like, yes, Karen, I did. Latte, can you put the new Cash app in the chat for me? Because I can't comment. For some reason, when I'm on YouTube like this, I don't know what, I can't type a comment into the chat. But Latte has it if she's still in here. Nurse M said, I was married 28 years, 2 months, and 1 day. Oh, wow, Nurse M. She got it to the day. We just made 12 years. July 26th. Yes, the Lord is good. But yeah, y'all, I was more so in the 35 range. Okay, thank you. There it is, Karen. Yeah, I did change it. It's right there. um, and so thank you, sis. I appreciate that. And so I was in that category where I'm like, you know, people start wondering, when you gonna get married? Child, when the Lord send them. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Just go out and find somebody? I wasn't doing that. So then once you get married, 35, then you start being in a high risk category because you're getting up in age when you have your kids. Okay, and I'm like, now see, Lord, if you had sent my husband back when I was in my 20s, now here I am with a third grader and a fifth grader on one nerve. I'm just like, please stop. Okay. No, but I was, you know, truly blessed in that, you know, that all went well. I did talk about my experiences in my book, The Common Thread, even with childbirth, you know, like testimonies in that, you know, so nothing just, I said all that to say nothing surprises me. Like if people share their stories or, you know, anything with me, I'm very, you know, confidential, and I don't judge. I don't judge people because I've probably been through, child, what you didn't, what you're sharing. Okay, from financial to marital to babies to college, almost giving up on your dreams, to all kind of stuff. But I can say the one common thread and the constant in my life has truly been God. Okay, I can truly say that has been the constant in my life. And that's why I always, you know, give him the glory and talk about him. Even when we talk about other stuff, you see it comes out. What's in you comes out. I still talk about God when we talk about cases. Okay, y'all heard me this morning. I don't want to get away. I want him to be at the center of everything. But I don't know. I just felt led to talk about that today. It gave me some hope with that situation and stuff. So I just wanted to be of an encouragement to someone, you know, that may hear this live. It may not be the time yet, but that is different from a no. Okay. Hey, Kimberly, that is different from a no. Use the time of not yet to prepare, get ready. Okay. Make space. Come on now. Get rid of old stuff. You know how, like, if you're believing God for a new wardrobe, right? Well, if your closet is stuffed with old clothes, where are you gonna put the new stuff? Okay, so you need to get rid of the old clothes to make space for the new. Is God asking you to get rid of something? Do you want a new relationship? I don't know why I keep going to relationships. Somebody on here might be dealing with summer relationships, but hey, you still hanging on to that old dude, the old sis, old girl, and you believing to be married, you know he ain't the one. You know she ain't the one. Okay, sometimes you gotta be by yourself for a little bit. Okay, for a little bit. I know one time I was like trying to do right. One time I was trying to do right. Okay, I was trying to live for the Lord fully. And then when I would go out, a certain type of man would be attracted to me still. I'm like, see, I'm trying to do right. And I say, Lord, what is it on me? Okay, because no, it's not working. So I said, Lord, whatever it is that's on me, remove that, because it's a different relationship that I'm seeking now, the older that I got, right? Well, I didn't know that nobody was going to look my way. It's like he put a whole covering over me for some years. And during that not yet time, like I went to church, my relationship with him got closer, like I was more focused, right? And so then y'all, after that, excuse me. So then after that, this is how I knew I must have been getting closer to the time. I was at a Walmart. Okay, now remember, nobody had been looking my way, but I was good. I was at a Walmart and I had Karen said, "Open book, stop," and I say, "You see my class?" No, I didn't. Okay, girl, get rid of that stuff. Okay. Latte said it won't always be like this. God will perfect that concerning me. Yes, come on, sis. Sooner or later, it will turn in my favor. He's turning it around for me. You better say it. Okay, I believe that too. So at Walmart, I was pushing my basket, and this guy out of nowhere, he just stopped. And he was an older gentleman. He wasn't even trying to flirt with me or anything like that. He said, "Oh my gosh, you are so beautiful." I mean, it was like, I don't even know what I had on. I don't know what my makeup, or to this day, I can't even remember that part. And then he just kept walking. It was like an angel or somebody just came, and it showed me that, man. I went to the car and I started laughing. I said, "Well, I guess the guy then took the cover off." Because at first, nobody for some years, y'all, have been paying me any attention. Okay. So that was a sign. Sometimes pay attention to the signs. It may not even be that you've arrived yet. You know how, like, if you're going on a road trip and when you're driving, you see those signs that say, okay, this city is 25 miles away. This city is 10 miles away, right? So you haven't really gotten there, but you own the path. You know that you are getting closer to your destination. So that was the first sign that whole cover must have been removed, because, man, another guy finally saw me, and he was like mesmerized, but he kept going. He didn't try to holler at me. He didn't try to, he was just like, "Man, like, you're so beautiful." So then not too long after that, started dating again. And still just wasn't the right ones, but it was a different kind. It was a different kind of man, I should say, closer. The enemy gonna send some Ishmaels before he sent Isaac, okay? Closer to what I was believing God for. And then I eventually met my husband after like those 2 or 3 guys. I was like, this ain't gonna work for me. Nah, not the one. Then my husband came when I least expected it. It was during a day when I was getting frustrated because of those guys I had just dated after being not seen for years. And I said, "Okay, God, now look," I say, clearly, I have been choosing wrong. Okay. I need you to pick who it is that I am supposed to marry, because I've been choosing wrong, obviously. Y'all know they say Sierra has a special prayer. That's how she got with Russell. Okay. Well, look, this was my prayer. Okay. When I think back, y'all, I am tickled because I can picture myself where I was, child. I was like, God, and I was crying. And it was right before I was going to work. I was a teacher during that time too. And so I remember that morning I woke up before I went to work and I said, "God, obviously I have not been picking the right way." I'm like, now this time, whoever it is, I need you to choose him. Now, Lord, if you don't want me to be married, I need you to remove that desire out of my heart. This me just boohooing. I got to get it together and I got to go to work. Okay. So then that evening, I'm just on Facebook. I think I was on Facebook and I was about to go to our women's, we were having a women's service that evening at church. And I got a ding, ding, like a notification. So this guy sent me a Facebook friend request and I'm like, who is this? Didn't know who he was. So I'm looking at his profile, and so then I inbox him and say, "Hi, I see that you just sent me a friend request. I mean, I don't know you. Who are you?" And he said, "I saw we had a mutual friend in common, and you love God, and blah 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 blah." And I was just trying to see if we could be friends, right? So I was like, "Okay." I'm like, "Okay." So we became Facebook friends. So then he inboxed me again, and I'm like, "Oh, what does this guy want?" Because now it's becoming awkward. So I'm trying to get ready for church. But the conversation was so good. Like, y'all, I talked to him all the way going to church. And then come to find out, because he plays the drums, he knew my leaders, my pastors. My pastor was, because he plays the drums, would teach him sometimes, like years and years ago, before I was even here or anything like that, like moved here. He would teach him some drum moves. He said, "Wait, that's your pastor?" I said, "Yeah, you know him or something?" He was like, "Yes." So they knew him. He knew them. And y'all, we talked all the way to church. Then once I got out of church, he was watching the Dallas Mavs game. And at that time, I was like kind of into basketball. So then we started talking about the Dallas Mavs, coming home. We talking. And so we just kind of talked for 2 weeks. We talked for like 2 weeks before actually going on a date. Now, during this time, because I hadn't seen him in person, because I had only met him over Facebook and talked to him on the phone and all of that, and he wanted to go on a date. So I said, "How tall are you?" So one day, y'all, this is a funny story. I tell everybody this story. One day, I asked him how tall was he, because like I'm 5'8", so I didn't want a short guy. I know that's superficial, but I didn't want a short guy. So he wasn't telling me. He was like, he didn't know. So I'm like, "Is this dude a midget?" I'm like, "How you don't know how tall you are?" I think, is he a midget or something? So me and him, we were supposed to meet up. We were going to a movie for our first date. And so then he said, "Is it okay if my sister and her husband go with us as a double date?" I was like, "Wait a minute. Now, this is my first time meeting him in person. Okay. So now I got to meet his family." I was like, "Wait a minute now. Okay, now this is giving me pressure. Okay, because now I'm trying to meet you, and I don't want to meet everybody else." So I get there early, y'all, because I say, "I'm going to scope out the scene. And if this dude is a midget, I'm up out of here." I was like, "I'm getting up out of here." So I go in there. "Hey, Karen Michelle, welcome, sis. We just having, baby, informal conversation, inspirational moment, all of that." So I'm in the movie. So I get in there. I'm standing in the door, and I'm looking out the door, because if I see a midget walking up, y'all, I'm out of there. Okay, it will be over, game over. So he sent his sister in. And I said, "Oh, no." He sent his sister in first. I was like, "So now how I'm going to get out of this?" in my mind. So me and her, we standing there talking. And because she said, "Oh, yeah, they went to park." Her husband, my brother-in-law, and then my husband, at the time, it was who I was meeting. So she said they went to park. I said, "Oh, okay, well, nice to meet you." All of that. They were walking towards the door. Y'all, was so relieved. I said, "Oh, thank you, Jesus. He's not a midget." He is not a midget. Thank you, Lord. So I was like, okay. In my mind, I didn't want to act too, like, hey, you trying to keep your cool. Like, "Oh, hey, how are you doing?" So I'm like, okay. Y'all, that first date, I'm gonna be honest, I really felt like we were going to definitely be together. He was such a gentleman. I loved his family, his sister, my brother-in-law is, when I tell y'all, hilarious. Oh my gosh, we had such a great time and everything. He did something so sweet that day and stuff. So we just kept dating. We had dated for, let's see, I think we had dated because he came to my master's graduation. So we had dated from like that March, and he proposed January of the following year. And then we got married. We had been engaged from January. We got married, y'all, that July. Because look, I was 35. Okay, look, I ain't got time for no 5-year engagements and stuff like that. Look, we know, we know. And so all praises to God. We have been married over 12 years. I'm like, wow. Okay, so God is faithful. God is good. So if you are believing God to be married, look, you just never know how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, but just get ready. Okay, be ready. That story is so funny to me even when I think back to it. Because I was like, baby, if he a midget, hey, I'm up out of here. Let's see here. Latte said, I've always been taller than my guys. My husband is an inch shorter than me. Really? Oh my goodness. That is too funny. Hey, Hanada, welcome. Karen Michelle said, okay, you have your master's. I do too. Mine is in healthcare administration. Okay, mine is in education. Now, I started working on my doctorate of education, but child, I ain't finished. Okay, I do have some classes up under my belt, but I have not finished that portion yet. That takes a whole other level of money, time, patience. I eventually want to finish though. Yeah. Let's see here. Hey, Tabany. Tabany, I pray all is well with you because I know you had shared about your mom. So y'all continue to keep Tabany lifted up in prayer at the loss of her mother. She had shared that with me a few days ago. Let's see. Oh, inspiration. You're a retired teacher. Okay. Shout out to all of the educators. Okay. Admin that's in the building. Bro J said, very nice story. I like to hear women's stories on how they met their husbands. Yes, thank you, Bro J. I appreciate it. Latte said, OB, I can't stand my person sometimes, but that's my husband. Oh, y'all are water signs. See, I'm a Capricorn. He's a Gemini. But see, he's more of a reserved, like Gemini, right? So I'm more of the talkative. He's the quiet one. I'm more of the smiley. He's the look like he frowning on the pictures. Like I overcompensate. I'm like, people gonna think you ain't happy. Okay, but that's just his personality. Like my son, he cheeses like me. Okay, but if you see my husband, he ain't gonna be on no picture cheesing. Okay, you gonna see him just kind of looking straight face. Let's see here. I was a teacher. I'm in law school part-time now. Oh, wow. Okay, Bro shout out to the teachers. I started in Ed but lost interest. Got you. Okay. So you got to be into what you're interested in. I got you. I took some criminal investigating classes. Yeah, but I ain't go nowhere with it, but I did take some classes. I was going to pursue a second bachelor's in that. Yeah. I don't know. We've been on 47 minutes, HGY. How are you? Karen said my first husband was 5'9". I'm 5'5", but when I put my shoes on, I was taller than him. So I prayed for a tall man so I can wear my shoes. My husband now, wow, 6'1". My husband is 6'1" too. 22 years. Whoa, congratulations. That's amazing. Okay, Hanada is a Leo. Okay, Karen Michelle, that's why we click, girl. Are you a Capricorn? Shout out to the Capricorns. Okay. When is your birthday? Because mine is January the 5th. Okay, got you, Tabany. Okay, good. My mom was a Libra inspiration. Oh, Nurse M, really? Now, did your husband pass away? If you don't mind me asking. Everybody has their own unique personalities and creativity. Yes. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Oh, you're the December Capricorn. Got you. Okay. August the 6th. Okay. Well, happy belated birthday, Hanada. Wow. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I love when we have these conversations because you get to learn more about people and each other, you know. But yes, y'all, that just stood out to me. You're welcome. today when I saw that. I was like, not yet. We just never know. But that's a good indication that God is moving. Okay. Oh, wow, Nurse M. My heart goes out to you. Prayers. And that wasn't that long ago. Oh, my goodness. You have my condolences. I was wondering when you had it to the day, I said, oh, wow, she knows how exactly how long they've been married. Yes, my heart goes out to you. Um, yeah, y'all. So God can and will. Okay. He'll turn it like Latte said it earlier, sooner than later. Just be ready, be prepared for whatever it is you are desiring, the Lord to do in your life. Um, Fight against that depression and um, frustration, disappointment, because those things can ease in, they can creep in when you're waiting. Just like when we go to the doctor's office and we're waiting, guess what? We usually find something to do. You either get on your phone, you looking through the magazines or something like that. So what are you doing while waiting? Okay, are you preparing? Are you seeking God? Are you getting closer to Him? Because what we don't want to happen is once we are blessed with it, whatever it is, we don't want it to have us. Okay, we don't want it to become a God in our lives. And sometimes some people are so focused on, I gotta get this, I gotta do this. It becomes unhealthy. Not the healthy type of going after what it is you want, but to the point of it's just taking your attention and focus off of God. He doesn't want to bless us with something that's going to separate us or try to pull us away. Because remember, nothing can separate us from the love of God, right? Some things can distract us and pull us further away from Him. So whatever He blesses us with, we want to continue to serve Him and just be grateful and thankful in it and keep God at the center. That's one thing that my mom always said. And she had left a voicemail. She couldn't be at our engagement party, but because she was in the hospital at that time, and they surprised us with video. And my mom's voice, y'all, it was like the way she was talking on that video. It was like she was talking from a future, a place of in the future, right? Because she was saying, although I'm not there in the flesh, like I was like, man, why did she say that? But I knew at the time she meant because she wasn't at the party. But not knowing that video, that audio from her was going to be with me the rest of my life, and that there was going to be a time when she's not here. And so she told me and my husband to remember how we are feeling that day and to always keep God at the center of our marriage. And so those words stick with me. I listen to that. I just miss hearing her voice, so I can't lose her voice, and so forth. And so it's been almost 9 years. So when my son turns a year, the anniversary of my mom's death is 4 days after that. And it's so ironic that when I was taking my son home from the hospital, that day is the exact, almost to the T, the exact same time that my mom was passing away in a different city, because I was waiting till I got home to call and check on her, but she had already passed away. So it's a bittersweet moment in September. You have to stay spiritually grounded and balanced. Right, right. Oh, wow, Tabany, I am so sorry. You have my condolences too. Wow, so 9 years. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's been almost 9 for my mom. Oh wow, Nurse Cam, 14 years. Yeah, my heart goes out to everyone that has lost a mom. Y'all, it's always like day one. And what's so, because you just learn how to live life differently without a parent. When you lose any parent, a dad or a mom, it just feels funny, and you just kind of go through life in a different way. But what's so funny, my son yesterday was sitting in the car, and he wanted me to stop at McDonald's. You know how like old school baby, I'd be like, we got food at the house. I remember when our parents used to do that, child. So I did that yesterday, okay? And my son, his little face, and when I looked at his side profile and how he was frowning up, all I could do was turn my head and smile and laugh and say, "Oh, if he doesn't look like my mama." That's how she would look when she was frustrated or mad and couldn't get her way. Oh my gosh. So I see glimpses of her in him. It's so ironic. Certain faces that he makes, it is so much like her. Let's see. Hey, Grandma Five, welcome. Let's see. Karen said, okay, wait. Inspiration said 20 years for my mom and 17 for my dad, 4 for my brother. Oh, wow. Inspiration. Prayers and condolences to you, too. Karen said my mom was born February 19th and passed February 19th, 2008. Wow. That was almost similar to one of my uncles, my mom's brother. It was his death date and the birthday are on the same date, just different years. Condolences is, hey, Grandma Five. Obi, I didn't like my husband at first. 40 years, 3 children, and 5 grandchildren. 5 grandchildren later, here we are. Wow, 40 years. Oh my God. She said, I didn't like him at first. Okay, look, be honest. Okay. Sometimes you don't like them, but you married to them. You said, look, for better or for worse. Okay, richer or for poor. You be like, oh Lord, what did I just do? Okay, look, that covenant that you made before God and them people, baby, that thing will try to hold you there. Okay, so my richer or for poor, when we gonna see the richer side? Child, look, when does it get better, God? I'm joking. I'm telling you, child, baby. Let me say this. Before I got married, this part is so funny and so ironic, y'all, at the same time. I remember sitting in the audience at a wedding, and you know how, like, you're so giddy that they're getting married and all of that. So at the time, I was not married. And I said, oh my God, like, I'm so excited. And it's like the Lord whispered to me, everything that they're promising, they're going to be tested in. So it's not about a wedding. Yes, that stuff is fun, it's beautiful, it's exciting. But the marriage part, the commitment, the covenant that you're making, that is a promise before God. And those are the things that we get tested in, y'all. Best believe that couple, they ended up getting a divorce. And what was the other sad layer to that is they had one child together, and things, I guess, got, because I had lost contact with them over the years, really wasn't keeping up on Facebook with them, and really, didn't know what was going on in their lives. And it must have gotten nasty. I know she had gotten remarried. I really didn't know what happened with him, but I think he had gotten remarried. There was conflict, I guess, between them, never really co-parented, I guess, the right way. Well, she had shared a post that their only son, y'all, had committed suicide. And it was such a tragic event. Oh my gosh. But I think back to, it was their wedding that God whispered that to me. And so when it was my time, I didn't take that lightly, because I had remembered from years and years before, everything you're promising, you're going to be tested in. Okay, so if you saying I'm gonna be with this person for richer or for poorer, when y'all have some poor moments, are you gonna leave, or are you gonna stay there? If he gets sick or you get sick, are y'all gonna be there for each other? And it's been those times in my marriage. It's been times where he's lost his some family members. I lost my mom. I've lost my grandmother. I've lost this. And you need that strength in your marriage. Let's see here. Inspiration said my mom passed on Mother's Day and dad on Really? Oh my goodness, Inspiration. I am so sorry to hear that. Condolences to you too, man. And when it happens like that, y'all, that is, ooh, wow. Girl, I remember those green pepper and onion burgers when I begged for McDonald's. Okay, right. Let's see. Delta Root said, I'm sorry for your loss. The only experience, real loss, was my great grandmother. She lived 98. Wow. And that was a blessing, Delta Roots. Oh my goodness. Okay, grandma, I got hope in going into year 7, right? Let's say you can do it. Okay. Right, in sickness and in health. 1986 is 40 years my parents married. I was born 2 years later, 1988. I'm getting old. Wait a minute, Delta Roots. You talking about you were born in 1988? Is that what you saying? Because you are not getting old. But y'all, hey, nowadays, when we would think, those of us, the 70s, because I'm the 70s baby, okay? We used to think, oh, because I still think I'm not old. That's still young. But then you start thinking, man, 1988, because back a couple of years ago, that didn't seem too far away. But now I'm like, wait, we are in 2026. Oh my God. Say that marriage is definitely a give and take. Right. My condolences to all who have lost either or both of their parents. Yes, I agree. Definitely. Dang, I feel old, right, Karen? Because wait a minute, you start thinking we almost in 2030. Child, the 1900s are gone. We gonna be dang 2050 in a second. Okay. Hey, beautiful dreamer. 1983 here. I get you. Okay, right. So, because my cousin, he was born, I think, 1982. But then when I see all of us with all our kids getting older, I'm like, yeah, we getting up there. Okay, let's see. Hey, Tango Mango. Oh, the not yet. It's just a title. We were talking about the promises, things that you are expecting God to do, and not everything is a no. Sometimes it's a not yet. Okay, and in that not yet, allow your patience to work. Okay, don't get frustrated, don't get depressed, but hey, increase in your faith, increase in your patience, increase and get deeper with your relationship with God, and most of all, prepare for that which you are believing God for. Okay, that's what the title comes from. Grandma said, my great grandma raised me from a 6-week-old baby. I lost her in 1998. My whole world changed. She was my everything. Aw. Hey, my grandma was young. She really was too. I'm a 70s baby too. Okay, got you. Okay, so see, yeah, girl, we connect. I'm like Zennial. What's a Zennial? Okay, beautiful dreamer. What's Xenia? You got to teach me because y'all teaching me some stuff. I love to learn. Um, Thank you, Tango Mango. Any 80s babies in here? Well, someone just said they were 83. Beautiful dreamer. She's one. Mm-hmm. Yep. I was the first grandchild, first child, and then first grandchild. So I was the first child for 8 years and first grandchild for 3. Well, technically, I won't say 3. I'll say maybe yeah, probably a year or two. A year. It was a year because I got another cousin, but I was talking about and y'all know how like you got some other cousins, your uncle that had a child, but y'all don't really. I always forget about him because me and him about almost the same age. But in the immediate family, I got a chance for 3 years to get all the toys. Okay, get spoiled from grandparents and everybody, nobody else around for 3 years. Okay. It seems like 90s best years. Your thoughts? Like, I will say the 90s as far as music. Okay. I will say even to this day, I love my 90s music. So I will say that. I would definitely say that. Mm-hmm. Me too. First girl one side and baby girl the other. Okay, got you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I loved it, child. I still have those memories, pictures of toys just everywhere. I mean, I was all up under when my mom would go to work and stuff like that, because she was a single mom for about 7 years when she got married to my stepfather. My mom would have me with my grandparents, and child would be with them everywhere. Okay, going on trips with my grandmother. My grandfather, he owned a grocery store and I would be all up under him and my grandmother in that truck. We would go to the milk house, y'all. I don't know if y'all know anything about the milk house, but one of the fondest memories I have of going to the milk house when we would go pick it up, these crates. Every time I would ask for a chocolate milk, nothing like getting that fresh chocolate milk directly from the milk house. Okay, baby, I was spoiled. And my granny, and what's so funny, my granny and my papa, like, you rarely would see them hugging or kissing or anything like that. Like, I would be in the middle. Instead of her asking my grandfather, can he go get something to eat or stop and get a hamburger or something, she like, you know how Tashima did her son on. Yeah, those of you know what I'm talking about. Okay, during that interview when Tashima moved Jay Mun's arm with her arm, like that little, that's what my granny would do. Okay, she would just like come to do, hey, ask him to go get a hamburger. Why you gonna ask your own husband? Okay, I'm grown now, but as a child, I wasn't gonna say that. But I'm like, Papa, can we stop and get a hamburger? I mean, y'all, it's just memories. Oh my goodness. Karen Michelle said, how about the milk will get delivered to our, oh girl, okay, you aging yourself. Wait a minute. Y'all had milk directly to the house? I never had that. Okay. Wow, that is so different. Wow. Let's see. I love creamery, fresh cheese, and milk. Oh, wow. I haven't had that either. Yeah, Delta Rooster, I don't remember that. Nah, that was before your time. I don't think they had that back in the 80s, child. That is old school. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. I feel like I've been in this line forever. Child, I got to get here a little sooner. What in the world? How long we been on here? Do y'all know I've been in this pickup line for a whole hour? I'm about to complain. How we go from talking about the Lord to me complaining, child? I'm gonna have to tell them, look, what is the process and the procedure? This line should be moving a little further. This is day 2. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, he got it. Okay. Child, we need to be learning this process a little fast. I just realized how long I've been talking to y'all. Okay, and running my gas out here. Child, what are they doing in here? Y'all need me to go pull the kids out? We can't be doing this no 45 minutes every day. Now, see, yesterday I got here a little sooner. I left work a little later today. That's why I think I'm at the end. Let's see here. How y'all survive? No cell phone today. Everything on your phone. Use wallet, order food, GPS. You know what? Delta Roost. I thought about that one day too. I was like, yo, what did we do back then? Because we did eventually, we had pagers. We had the old big cell phones, but we had pay phones too. So you either had a pager or and we memorized people's numbers more so back then too. Go to that pay phone with that quarter, you can make your phone calls. We had the big cell phones. We definitely had pagers where people could call us. We get to somebody's phone, get home, or a pay phone, call them back. We would be printing out MapQuest. Okay, because maybe we have no cell phone to look it up. Okay, so you better print it out before you leave the house. I can't tell you how we made it through life back then. I remember my dad used an atlas. Now I never learned how to use that. Okay, I forget my phone on purpose sometimes. Yes, no internet, just encyclopedia about the letter until they got the dial up. Mm-hmm. When they started getting that dial up, then hey, we thought we were doing something, child. Plug in that little cord, child. You could go to the www. What? What's www? That's how old we are. Some of us, child. They didn't even have internet. I keep a paper map for ER in the dash. Oh. You too, Delta Roots. Thank you so much for tapping in. We appreciate it. We really do. Yes, Nurse M, girl, that's what we did back then. I can't, to be honest, I don't know how we were surviving. I mean, we had buses. We wouldn't really have, if you don't have a car, you could still take the bus, different places. Like, we would be walking around to the corner store bare feet, me and my cousin. Have bicycles. See, people don't use bikes like that no more and go to the corner stores and walk barefoot. Like now, we don't walk barefoot anymore. I don't really see kids doing that. But we would go barefoot. We would go to Miss Fruit. She was one of the corner store people. Miss Fruit. You go up in there, child. She got those big pickles. Don't nobody eat dill pickles no more. I ain't seen nobody eating a peppermint out of a pickle since we all been sitting around outside playing Duck Duck Goose, hide and go seek, Mother May I. That's retired with all of that. Child, we would go over there and get those big deal pickles, go get some non-laters. Okay, get you a soda pop. Child, go around the corner. Your little friends, y'all thought y'all were cute. Sitting out there in front of the old folks doing little Sally Walker, child. When it was my turn to get up in the middle and I saw my audience, child, I be shaking them hips. Those were the good old days. Okay, when you get that old school, y'all remember that old school water hose, child? Wasn't nobody thinking about getting sick back then. We would be, we used that water hose to get wet and to quench our thirst. Okay. And you know the water hose water, y'all, it tasted good. Like, I don't know, some of it was different than the water in the sink. Let's see here. Hey, TT, welcome. Beautiful Dreamer said between me and trees, it's 3 hours of forest. Love me some Milwaukee Best Baby kosher deals. Oh, you like the kosher deals. Okay. We have Koreans. Azima could cook a good cheesesteak. See, I haven't had a cheesesteak. I've heard about those. Oh, yeah, the penny candy, right? Inspiration. We used to have those. She would have those little containers, child. You can get those little brown candies. Y'all know the little square ones, those toppies. Get some bubble gum. And one time, one of my aunts, she told me I could get some money to go, for lunch for school. So I was like, okay, my mom had already gone to work. So it was like the four of us that stayed together before my mom got married, my cousin, my aunt. So I went into a purse, child. I took me some extra money, put it in my backpack, put my backpack down on the cafeteria table because I was going to get my breakfast. Come back, my backpack is gone. So I'm reporting it to the principals. So come to find out, it was this guy in my class named Adam. Adam went in my backpack and I think you know what? He left the backpack, but he went in and took that money. They found out Adam went to Miss Fruit, the corner store that I was telling y'all about. Adam used that whole, I think it was $20, and bought $20 worth of candy and came back to the cafeteria. Y'all, when I tell you I was hot. Okay, for one, I couldn't get mad because look, to me it was stealing when I think back. Okay, she didn't tell you to take all that. Child, that boy took that whole $20 and went to Miss Fruit and got him a whole big old bag of candy. Okay, and the Lord had to show me. I told y'all he talks to me in experiences. Look, what goes around comes around. You took it, you stole it. Guess what? It was stolen from you. Okay. I couldn't even tell my mama because I wasn't supposed to have it anyways. I'll never forget that. He asked to be my Facebook friend. I said, boy, you owe me $20. Do you remember when you stole my $20 or my aunt $20? Okay. Let's see here. Candy was bigger. Yup. Candy was bigger. Chips were as well. You're right about that. Now they just give you a lot of air. Karen Michelle said, right, the bottled water folks tripped me out. I didn't drink too much Kool-Aid. Yes, girl, Kool-Aid from sink water. Okay. You right about that. Let's see here. I've been looking for the hard candy wrapped in fruit paper. Yes, we still can get some of the candy here. Oh, yeah. Oh, that Bama Mama. What was it called? Mamba? No, I think Mamba candy. Yeah, Brock's is closed. We have a store here that sells all the old school candy. Okay, that's awesome. Oh, baby, I'm gonna start coming out here and helping them with this dismissal. Now I didn't waited. They didn't already called. My kids still ain't out here. What in the world y'all got going on? Okay. Oh yeah, the Laffy Taffy. They made a whole song about that. Let's see here. Oh, and then y'all, it's so funny because obviously somebody must have been cussing some of the teachers out of. I don't know who it was, but this morning they sent the parents an email saying they won't tolerate being threatened, cussed. I say, what in the ghetto? Who up here acting ghetto? Because I don't know who that message was for, but they said we're not doing it. Was tickled. I say, Lord, they cussing and threatening folks. Baby, people didn't start getting out the cars, meeting the teachers up here to say, where my child at? I already see people getting, they are getting frustrated with this. See, I've been talking to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Y'all been keeping me, focused, because I probably would be upset too, knowing I done sat out here a good hour and 14 minutes. Okay. What about the Jolly Rancher sticks? Oh, I forgot about the sticks. Right. They say they didn't do it. Okay. Child, this is crazy. But y'all, yes. So I just wanted to be of encouragement to you all today. Not yet is not a no. Use the time to get prepared, be ready, and God will do it. Hey, hold on one second, y'all. Oh my God. One of my children's former teachers, he said, they ain't bring them yet. I said, baby, what is going on? He's talking about a lot. Oh my God. Yes, y'all. So prepare, prepare, prepare. Just because you got a not yet, don't get upset, don't get angry, but get excited when you see that there is a sign that God is moving. He is going to move in your lives. He's going to do it for you. He is going to open that door. He is going to allow your dreams to come true, the visions come to pass. Okay. He is a miracle worker. And I just believe God. I believe that He's going to do some great things. Everyone that has listened to this, that have been here live, and that will also watch the replay, I pray God's blessings over you, that something I said made you laugh, encouraged you, or increased your faith. That was the whole purpose. Even if it was for one person, I feel better. Okay, come on now. Laughter is like a medicine. I don't know. I enjoyed this conversation. I know we usually talk about other things, cases and so forth, but I haven't had one of these just chill, relaxed, informal conversations in a while. And so I just wanted to do that for you all today. A whole generation, right, of badass Urkels, okay? Right. Oh, y'all, and later on, I don't know about what time, by the time I get home, get situated, we are going to have a premiere coming up. So be on the lookout, set your notifications. It will be a live premiere in a couple of hours. Thank you all so much for tapping in. Make sure you hit that like button. It is for free. Also, don't forget to hype up the video, subscribe, and hit that bell, because you never know when I'm going to go live. Thank you all so much for joining, and y'all have a blessed day. Until next time, bye-bye.